Hello everyone, this is Erik, the Asian movie enthusiast, and this is my review of Crazy Thunder Road, a Japanese movie from 1980 that was directed by Sogo Ishii. Now, if you've been a subscriber to this channel for a while, you should know that I've reviewed a bunch of this director's films previously, so if you want to watch those previous reviews, just type in Sogo Ishii into the little search box on my channel page and all the reviews will pop up for you. Now, Crazy Thunder Road has the following description from the distributor Third Window Films. Quote, "The plot involves Ken, a gang leader dreaming of a quiet life with his girlfriend Noriko, and Jin, Ken's maverick successor, who isn't about to let yakuza kingpins or right-wing nutjobs tell him what to do or whom to kill. Jin's violent individualism, in a world where even outlaws follow the boss's orders, references the doomed anti-establishment heroes of Kinji Fukasaku, but Crazy Thunder Road points toward a new style of genre filmmaking, fast-paced, quick-witted, and brilliantly stylized," unquote. And I'd also like to quote the Midnight Eye website that gave us some context regarding the impact of this movie. I'll include a link to the article below. Quote, "Early feature film efforts, such as Panic High School from 1978, which somebody needs to release, and Crazy Thunder Road from 1980, encapsulated the rebellion and anarchy associated with punk and went on to become highly influential in underground film circles. Crazy Thunder Road, in particular, pointed the way forward with its biker gang punk aesthetic, a style that would be explored later in Otomo's highly influential Akira. Originally made as a university graduation project, it was picked up for distribution by major studio Toei, making Ishii the first of his generation to move from amateur filmmaking into the professional industry while still a university student," unquote. So yeah, this movie, it's kind of a big deal, all right? And you may not think that just by reading a plot synopsis or something, but this movie was pretty influential, and I saw it back in the day, and I've read articles over the years kind of pointing out how a lot of Japanese filmmakers were inspired by this movie. But for me personally, that reputation means very little if the film itself fails to be entertaining. Now, fortunately, I think this movie is entertaining. Now, if you came away disappointed with the loose plotting of Sogo Ishii's Burst City, which I reviewed, I think a few months ago, you're in luck, because Crazy Thunder Road has more of a traditional plot and story to it, which makes it a more accessible film, I think. I mean, from the opening 5 minutes, you know the conflict of the film. I mean, it's right up front and center. You know, the leader of the gang, Ken, wants to dissolve his gang. You know, he wants to retire because he found a really cute girl to date. But he allows the members, he's like, "Listen, guys, you can join this other gang alliance and continue biking if you want to." But his successor, Jin, is not happy with this decision. And he argues against it, claiming that, his leadership will ensure their survival as a gang that's independent of other groups. And this is the primary dilemma throughout the entire film. And the movie maintains a focus on that dilemma for the most part. And there are other conflicts that come in and out, but that's our main dilemma here. So the plotting and the conflict are strong enough to kind of connect everything together. But still, there's definitely some creativity and uniqueness here that's not mainstream. For example, there's some odd moments and art house flair mixed in. For example, there's a scene where intertitles are used like a silent film. You know what I mean? And it was pretty interesting aesthetic there for that scene. There's also this extreme right-wing group who wear Japanese military uniforms and practice military drills. And they get involved in this gang conflict, or yakuza conflict. And then there's also some wacky stuff mixed in as well. But that kind of helps make this movie interesting and kind of unique. Pacing is pretty fast in this. This is lower budget, but it's energetic. It grabs your attention immediately. I mean, the opening shot of the film is a motorcycle lying in the middle of a desolate area of gravel and rock. And then the film cuts to the bikers riding in the night, and then they go to this club with some neon lights, and they party a bit, and then they discuss a few issues that are pivotal to their future, and then a fight breaks out. So this movie goes, all right, moves pretty fast, and we get some highlight set pieces along the way. One of my favorite scenes is a pretty crazy brawl at a desolate industrial location. And the big finale is pretty fun and violent as well. This movie leaves you with a satisfying feeling when it's all said and done. Now, in terms of some criticisms, it is a little bit difficult to remember which characters are working for which side of the conflict early on in the film, but that works itself out over the course of the movie, and after repeat viewings, you'll be fine with that. And again, this is a university graduation project from 1980s Japan, so it's going to have some quirks and oddities to it, all right? So just be prepared for that before going in. But I think, in the end, I recommend Crazy Thunder Road. I think it's more accessible than Burst City. I don't think it's like... I actually like Ishii's later films a little bit more than this, like his stuff from the 90s, early 2000s, more than this. But this is essential viewing if you want to, I guess, explore Japanese cinema of this period. And it's currently available on Region B Blu-ray, and that's the Third Window Films release. And as always, I will see you next time.